This woman tagged the president and Fox News in this video with a plea for help.
My daughter's father has been in America for almost 10 years. He has done everything the right way, trying to come here from Venezuela with his mom. He graduated high school here, he goes to college, he's always worked, he pays taxes, he's never committed a crime. And yet, they are being denied citizenship here in America, and they are at risk of being deported.
And this is what people meant when they said that when you're voting that way, all immigrants were at risk. It doesn't matter if you were a model citizen, doesn't matter if you were a CEO of a company, if you were a police officer, if you contributed to society, it didn't matter. And the worst part about this is her daughter is 3 years old, assuming she's born in America, but now is at risk for deportation just because of the times of America. But to tag the president?
A Trump supporter just said, "I lost a lot of good men today." And no, he's not talking about war. He's talking about ICE raids on his construction site. Jake Cohen works in construction. He said he liked Trump, voted for him, but now Trump's immigration crackdown just wiped out his workforce. Not gang members, not criminals, hardworking men who show up at 6 a.m., bust their backs, and ask for nothing but a paycheck. Jake said, "This isn't what I voted for." Really, Jake? But here's the thing. This is what authoritarian crackdowns always look like. It starts with fear, then the scapegoating, and by the time it hits your community, it's too late. It doesn't stop with the bad ones. It always comes for regular people. And if you think you're safe because you're loyal, or because you're legal, or because you vote the right way, history says otherwise. If you think this won't affect you, think again. Share this if you're tired of the lies. And if you know someone like Jake, send them this video.
I voted for Trump and I regret it. Why do I still have access to an education? Why do I still have the right to vote? Why can I go out and become the CEO of a major corporation if I choose to do so? Why can I, as an American woman, still do anything I want, even though Trump is the president? Trump being president is really stressing me out because I was told my rights were going to be taken away from me and the world would stop spinning. So why have both of those things not happened?
Listen, no one cares that this isn't what you voted for. This is what you voted for. You had the chance, the same as the rest of us, to read the 900+ page manual that outlined everything that's happening right now. So when you say, "This isn't what I voted for," all it tells us is that you weren't paying attention and you just voted for the party. You voted for your cult leader. You voted for everything that was in that manual. So instead of saying "this isn't what I voted for," consider saying "I'm sorry. This is what I voted for, but I didn't know. I didn't realize it would be this bad. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. And now I will do everything in my power to fix what's happening, to align myself with people who are fighting against this. We don't care that this isn't what you voted for. This is. What we care about is what you're going to do next. What are you going to do next?
Oh no, this isn't what I voted for. This isn't what I voted for. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You just didn't take the time to read his actual agenda. You didn't take the time to actually read the 180-day plan that those around him wanted him to implement. He won you over with his racism, and you didn't think it was going to affect you. Oh, now that it affects you, what about me? Now I want sympathy because it's affecting me. No, you don't get off that easy. You don't get off that easy. I want to see you put your vote where your mouth is. Put your vote where your mouth is in 2026. You don't get to now cry online, I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. He won you over with his racism. That's all it took. Oh, he's a businessman? Oh, he's a business... Really? Really? You're going to go with that? No. This is what you voted for. But like I was saying, before Election Day, you don't know what you are voting for. You didn't know because you didn't take the time to read. And then after the election, when he won, I said again, you don't know what you voted for. You guys had in your mind, oh, he's going to do this and that. We're now 39 days in, and now you're seeing all these videos. This isn't what I voted for. Yes, it is. Yes, it is what you voted for. You're not getting off that easy with me. Greatness is here.
So I really didn't want to do a video on this, but I've been asked by quite a few people what I thought about the immigration stuff happening at job sites all around the state of Florida, here in Tampa, Tallahassee. I've seen it everywhere. I've seen a lot of the videos, and it seems like a lot of people are just yelling and they're mad. I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand it either. It's not what I voted for. I voted for the criminals to be removed, 100%. But there are a lot of hardworking immigrants in this country that are building this country. Going back to when I started building the Hard Rock, 85% probably immigrants. All hardworking people providing for their families. Talk to them, get to see their kids on their phones, hear them all interact, have great days, loving what they do. I've been to the trade schools here in Tampa. I don't see how we fill these positions. It's going to cause construction to collapse here. It worries me. I'm in a good position right now with the 2 custom homes I have coming up this year, but ultimately the shoes are not going to be filled by these people getting rushed out of here. So I'm not going to copy everybody else on this video here. I've got a solution. The solution, President Trump, is to not deport these gentlemen right away, these hardworking gentlemen and women that have been removed from these job sites. Get them legal status somehow under a work visa. Background check them. Do whatever you need to do to make sure they're not criminals, but let's get them legalized in a rushed form or fashion. That's what needs to happen. That's the right thing to do if you care about America. It's the right thing to do because construction is the biggest industry. I'm sorry, healthcare. But we all know I won't go to health. I don't do that here. Construction is the biggest industry in this country. And you're ripping the people out of it. Robots are not coming soon enough to build this stuff. You can only build so many 3D printed homes, and they need people there to manage those too. So Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, the solution, not the problem. We all know what the problem is. The solution is to not deport them. Get them legalized as soon as possible with the proper background checks. If they have to go, they have to go. But these are hardworking people that are building this country to provide for their families. There's enough craziness going on in this world. We don't need it here as much as it's happening with good people being removed. Dishwashers and stuff in other cities. It's sad. It's sad. It makes me sick. But that's the solution, President Trump. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it, but that's the solution. Do what's right for America. Please, I'm begging you. Honest Hammer is begging you. Do what's right for this country. We need the hard workers here. Hope he sees it.